Howdy, y'all. My name is Chuckles Clown, and welcome to my NASCAR predictions or race predictions series. And today I'm going to be giving my predictions on how people will do at the Bowman Gray Clash of the Coliseum. Not Clash of the Coliseum, Clash at Bowman Gray. I do miss the Coliseum. I love that track, and I hope that when NASCAR 25 comes out, not only do I hope that Bowman Gray gets in it, and man, this hat is kind of in the way. Let me slide that down. But I also hope that the Coliseum will be put in other tracks that we haven't raced at in a bit in NASCAR or a couple years, but are still really, really cool tracks. So first off, I'm going to give my picks on who will have a surprisingly bad weekend. Who's going to suck this weekend? First, I'm going to go with Elliott. Elliott's going to have a really bad weekend, in my opinion. I think he might make the race, but I think there's a chance that he won't. He just flat out won't make the race. And I don't really have a reason behind this, but I just have a feeling. But I also want to be surprised now that I said that if he were to go out and win it. But he's my biggest shocker, really, in that field. I don't think that Suarez will make the field. I believe the field is going to be 20 cars. I think that's what they've done the past couple of years. I might be completely wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. Don't get mad. But if it is 20 cars, I don't think that Suarez makes it. Or, actually, no. I think the SVG will make it. What else? I planned on doing 5 sucks, 5 goods. So far I have Elliott, Suarez. Gonna give third one. I'm gonna give that to Bubba. I don't think Bubba makes the race, but he is in a Toyota and they do really good at these tracks. But something about it. If Bubba makes it, I think he would win it, or he has a really good shot to win it. But I just don't know if he can make it. And this is the issue. I have nothing to base these claims off of. It's just gut feeling. I think that Josh Berry in the number 4 car, not Josh Berry in the number 4, that's Noah Gragson. I don't think that Noah Gragson will make it in the number 4 car. I just don't think that he'll make the race. I think that that's a lot to get used to. The complete new team, it's going to take him a little bit to get used to that. So I think that's 4. No, that's only 3. I don't think that any Legacy Motor Club car will make it, even though they have the Toyota backing. It's just, Legacy's been awful. But I think that this year has to be the year that they win a race. If they do not win a race this year, then they need to start looking into what is wrong inside the program and how they can fix it and what teams they might need to move to. And I'll only count that as one pick. And then my final pick of who will not make the race, Austin Cindric. I feel like he's on a very big hot seat this year with Tim Cindric stepping down from being the president of operations at Penske. So now he's not going to be kept in just because of who his daddy is. So I think that this year has to be a really good year for him, but he's not going to have a good clash. And now as a bit of mid-segment, I'm very excited for the race. I've been really excited. Kicks off the NASCAR season, and I have a special announcement to make. I will be doing race reactions and a race review and everything like that. And I might start tomorrow. I might have even started tonight by the time that this video is up. I may be live streaming some NASCAR Heat or some NASCAR Rivals or whatever. Just go ahead. If there's a big red circle with the word live around my logo, go ahead and click on it. Just let me know that you tuned in at any time. And also, while I'm talking about letting me know you tuned in, go ahead and leave a comment down below about who you think will suck and who you think will do really good this weekend at Bowman Gray. Okay, and my top 5 picks to do good. First, I have Kyle Busch. KFB is due. I don't necessarily think he's going to win, but I think he's going to have a really, really good race, and he needs to have a good race. He needs to go out there and be like, guys, I still exist. I still plan on winning races this year. He might not contend for a championship at RCR, but he contends for wins. And that is what's important for him right now. Now, my second pick is going to be pretty obvious. I know a lot of people have talked about it. I'm going to go with Bell. I was in between Bell and Briscoe, but I think Bell could win this race. Bell was my championship pick last year. Kind of snubbed out the Champ 4, but it didn't matter because actually that did matter. Who knows what could have been the situation could have been. Maybe Blaney could have been the champion. Probably, but we also don't know if Bell was put in a situation where he could win the championship last year, what would have happened. He was my pick. I'm a Blaney fan, but I recognize game from week 1. I was calling Bell. But that didn't turn out just the way I thought it would. But I have Bell having a really good weekend, and he is my pick to win the Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium. Another driver that I think will have a really good weekend and kick off this season right, and that's what Penske needs to start doing, is Ryan Blaney. I think that Blaney will have a really good racecraft. He was the best Ford driver last year. He did have 7 DNFs, but he was racing up front in almost every single race, which is more than any other driver in a Ford could say, or really any other driver in the field. He had a lot of bad luck with DNFs and strategy calls, but in the end of the year, he was where he needed to be, and he had a lot better of a season this year than he did last year, or in 2024 than he did in 2023. So those are my big 3 picks. Then I also am going to give one to William Byron. I think that he's really good at starting these years off hot, but last year he ended really cold. So if he wants this year to be good, it all starts at the Clash. If he can't start the Clash off hot, then I don't know. His whole season might be it. And then I'm trying not to pick whole teams, but I did one for sucks, and I'm going to pick one for doing good. Other than Daniel Suarez, I think that Trackhouse will have a really good weekend. And I think that SVG will not only make the field, but he will run top 10 near the end of the race. And I think that that's going to be a huge moment and a huge kickoff to how the season could be for him. I think that he's going to be doing really good at the short tracks this year. A lot better than some would say. I think the intermediates, he might struggle out a bit early on. But I think come July, August, he's going to be in a situation to win races. And he will be the Rookie of the Year this year. There's no doubt in my mind. I don't think anyone else could take that from him. And another part of Trackhouse is the Melon Man himself, Ross Chastain. I think that when it comes down to it, Chastain is willing to make those risky moves to win. And if he can start this season off hot before Daytona, he might be a threat. And especially now that I think that Trackhouse is more behind him, fans are more behind him. After last year, he did really good of staying out of trouble, but he did have a lot of bad luck early on in the year, continuously getting wrecked by Hendrick Chevys. Yeah, those are my 5 to suck and 5 to pick. I'll throw a team in on each. Let me know your thoughts and comments. And like I said, I will be doing race reactions, which is sort of what Twisted Toe does. But I'll be doing it with my group of friends and buddies that I watch racing with and talk racing with. And I'll be doing my race reviews after, like I did for the 24 hours of Daytona and like I did most of the races last year. And I'll be giving you my thoughts and opinions on what went down in that race and if it was just or not. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a like and subscribe. And like I said, leave your comments in the comment section down below. And if that CTC logo has a big red circle around it, go ahead and click on it, because that means I'm live. Probably racing some race cars or playing another really fun game. So yeah, thank you all so much. Hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.